screen.
I can see your screen. I see the Zoom.
The Zoom one, Iris. So wherever your PowerPoint is.
Wait, what happened?
It's your Zoom meeting. It's not the PowerPoint.
It's like your browser wherever you click to join the meeting, that's what we can see.
I know. Let's see. Darn it. Hold on. Okay. Hello, everyone. We're just having some technical difficulties right now, trying to get our slides ready for you. All right. Tell me if you guys see anything.
You're good.
All good.
Yay. All right, guys, welcome. We're just gonna wait 1 minute or so to get started.
Yeah, we'll just wait 1 minute, guys, because we got based off our registrations, there should be 5 more people joining, but we'll start in a minute once that happens.
Yeah. ten days, and we'll all see each other in Las Vegas. All right.
I say you go for it, Iris.
All right, well, let's get started. We've got the A team on with us today to talk about our innovation program this year. You guys know me, Iris Weinstein. We've got John Gebhardt, and of course, we got Andrew Evans, who you guys have been working with for all of the fulfillment for the innovation program. So this webinar is really to run through everything that we have for the innovation program. So you and your team feel ready and prepared to display your product on site in the innovation showcase. We've got a lot of slides to go through, and you can absolutely ask questions. Please use the Q&A at the very bottom of the screen or wherever your control buttons are. And then Andrew will be reviewing all those questions, and we'll be answering them as we go. All right, I think we're ready now. All right, so agenda. Again, we have got a lot to go through. We're going to talk about where we're promoting all of the innovation entries. We're going to go over the schedule. We're going to give you and show you guys what the innovation showcase is going to look like, instructions on everything from displaying your product to the clean pitch. And of course, we're going to go over the judging process. And at the very end, we've got all kinds of other little tidbits to help you. So we are going to go first. Oh, hello. We're going to go to where are we promoting all of the innovation entries. So I wanted to put this together for you so you guys know right now, where are attendees looking at your product. So first of all, you guys know we have a show guide every year, the ISSA show event guide. It is in both print as well as digital. I will update everyone on when the digital will be ready, but within the event guide, we have every single product and all the descriptions of each of the product with your booth number on it. So people who are going to be picking that up at registration or wherever the event guides are going to be placed can see your product and get more information. The next place is right now, ISSAshowplanner.com. That is the place where all of your innovation entries live. They are within your exhibit directory listing. So make sure that you and your team members create an ISSA Show Planner account, for both exhibitors and for you guys who are setting this up, as well as for attendees, just so you can see what the attendees are looking at. Next is going to be ISSAshow.com. That is our event webpage. We have a whole section called Innovation Experience, and there is a link to all of the innovation entries. We have a list of all of the judges on there as well, and some more information about the innovation program. We obviously put in here the location of the Innovation Showcase, booth 147. Download the mobile app so you'll be able to obviously have a floor plan and be able to show an attendee who comes into your booth where the Innovation Showcase is, especially when you're trying to promote your clean pitch. In the Bayside lobby, which is that main lobby area, we do have signage there. The one signage that we have created is to really promote for attendees to come and hear the clean pitch in the Innovation Showcase, as well as to vote for the Industry Choice Award. So make sure you guys kind of look at that when you are on site. Specifically, we're really trying to drive traffic to the Innovation Showcase. Video ad production. So that is, everyone has a schedule of our team coming to your booth to record your message, whether it's promoting your innovation entry or anything else that you guys want to promote. We have a monthly newsletter that goes out to attendees, and we're promoting the Innovation Showcase. During the week of the show, we've got a show daily newsletter that goes out Monday through Friday each day, which will have a link and instructions on, where to find the Innovation Showcase and the clean pitch, a schedule and all that fun stuff. We also have press releases that will be going out, especially the winners of the innovation program. I believe that is going to be going out on Friday right after the show ends, which is the 22nd. And then, of course, all of your innovation entries online, attendees or anyone who has an account, they could actually favorite that actual entry. So your entry has a little plus sign, and if someone clicks on it, and you can go into the Exhibitor Resource Center and you can get access to all those leads. And then, of course, we do have a schedule of post-event promotion of all the winners, as well as all of the entrants who participated this year. A lot of information. And if you have any questions about this, please let us know. All right. Now we're going to go over the schedule. So starting on Monday, November 18th, this is the day that you guys are going to bring us your products. So from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, you will go to the Innovation Showcase. You will check in with Rachel Sinestro and or Maria Taylor, and we will show you where your counter is, or the area where your product will be displayed. And that's pretty much what it is to drop off your product. Andrew's going to go over those details when we get to that slide about setting up your display. Tuesday. All right. So Tuesday, that is the day where most of the clean pitch programs will go through pretty much from 10:20 until 2:55. We've got 4 categories. You guys are going to you got 5 minutes to sell us on your product, why it's innovative, what sort of solution your product is providing to our audience. And then that's Tuesday, and then Wednesday, I'm gonna skip the emerging leaders. And then Wednesday, we do have one category that's going, which is the business technology and digital services. This PowerPoint has the full list of all of the clean pitch in chronological order and all the details. So this is gonna be your Bible. I would say print this out in case you have a variety of team members who are helping with this. Now, on Tuesday, at the very end of the day, after all of the clean pitch, we've got a happy hour, the Emerging Leaders Happy Hour, taking place from 3:30 to 5 o'clock. You guys are more than welcome. Now, one thing I wanted to add here, which I don't think is in the other slides, is having someone from your team be near or stand near your product. During those happy hours on Tuesday afternoon and Wednesday afternoon, there'll be a lot of people going in and out. And they're going to be looking at all of your products. And a lot of them have questions. In years past, we've had people kind of stand near their product and kind of answer any questions. You can mingle in the area. You can talk to attendees and tell them about your product. But you know, those are kind of your two options. Kind of have a person dedicate, you know, kind of in that area where your product is displayed, or kind of roaming. Highly suggest that. All right, so continuing the schedule. The announcement for the product categories will be at 3 o'clock. So on Wednesday, so 3 o'clock, it'll be 30 minutes. Right afterwards, we have another happy hour. Please feel free to stay, because guess what? The industry choice voting is still taking place. It takes place on site. You guys have the QR code. You can have the QR code in your booth. The QR code will be in the innovation showcase, and the actual voting will end on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. So this is a great time on Wednesday afternoon during the happy hour to get people to vote for your product. All right, Thursday, we will announce the Industry Choice Award at 12 o'clock. There has been a program change as far as location. So we are actually announcing the Industry Choice Award at the Business Solutions Theater. I don't have the booth number right now, but I'm sure John or Andrew can get that. But that's the one slight change that we have for the last day. And then
117 is the booth number, guys.
All
Booth
right.
117. It'll have a Business Solutions Theater sign above it too, so it'll be easy to identify.
Yep. All right, so I quickly went over the schedule, and guess what? We are now at the end of the show. It closes at 2 o'clock. So we ask you from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock to come by the Innovation Showcase and grab your product and take it back to your booth to ship or bring with you. If you guys have a conflict, please let us know by email. So I would just say, if you can let us know, if you can send an email to sales@issashow.com, we'll be able to work with you on whatever that conflict might be. All right. Here is that schedule overview of the Clean Pitch program. So every single category, each company, and your product. So now you know where you are in the list. All right, Innovation Showcase and Theater. So this is one of the renderings of the theater. There definitely will be some slight changes to it once we get on site, but this gives you a really good idea of what it's gonna look like. So at the very bottom here, you'll see that there's a counter. We will have a host sitting there throughout the trade show hours to welcome people, as well as scan people who are coming into the area. You'll see the white counters in the middle. So in this rendering, they look like they're all together, but we actually have spaced them out. So there is the ability to walk around each of the and it's by category. So the counter space is by category, and it'll all be slightly separated so people can kind of mingle around it. To the right side, you will see the automation runway. So this is for companies who have the equipment, automation and equipment products. Those will be demonstrated in that area, as well as there is a counter. What does that say there? There is a counter there in the front right, I believe, for products that are not going to be demoed.
Yeah,
Go
Iris,
ahead.
if you don't mind, I'm going to step in really quick. So that area on that bottom right where those automation and equipment category products are, there's actually a column that is right there that we don't have currently in this rendering, but all we're going to do is basically set up counters or space on each side of that column. So that's where everyone's products are going to be in that spot.
Nice.
Thanks,
All right.
Iris.
Yeah, thank you for that. You guys can see what the theater looks like. There is a riser, or the stage has a riser. So, and then there'll be a mix of, theater style chair setup as well as tables, which will be really nice. And then the tables that you guys see on the left side here, those are going to be for the happy hours taking place on Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon. There will also be some additional signage in there that's not currently on this floor plan, but this really just gives you an idea of what it's gonna look like. All right. On-site clean pitch. So as we communicated, these are the 3 questions that we asked for you to talk about during your clean pitch. Describing your product, what makes your product innovative, and then how does this product solve a facility solution, and then any unique features and outstanding achievements. So you guys have 5 minutes. So if you take 2 minutes, if you take all 5 minutes, that is fantastic. It's whatever you guys have planned. However, we are in a very, very tight schedule. 5 minutes for the pitches, and then we have 5 minutes to basically get the next person and the next group going. So it's going to be going really, really quick. So we asked you guys to be there well ahead of time. You guys are going to be provided with a handheld microphone. We've got that video screen, as you can see. You can bring your laptop. However, we will have a laptop there. You can bring a USB drive, and we can put it into the computer that will be there. We will also have special connections. If your computer doesn't have an HDMI and need a little dongle, we'll have all of that. You can have more than one person present during your clean pitch, but you will be passing the microphone. Now, if you miss your appointment or miss your time, this is our biggest concern. We ask that you guys check in with Rachel or Maria when you get there for the clean pitch. So at least we can check you off and kind of give you instructions on where to stand, kind of get an idea of if you are wanting to plug in your laptop or the USB drive, just so we can kind of put you in a staging area. All right. I'm going to have Andrew talk about setting up your product.
Okay, thanks, Iris. So for this year, as you saw in the rendering, that we have counter space that will be broken up per category. The counters will all run together per category. So as you can see in the picture below, you'll have a 36 by 22 inch space to showcase your product. You can have your product on there. There can't be any pamphlets, any literature, anything like that. We'll also have a plexiglass stand with a sheet that will have your company name, your product name, your category, the description of your product that you provided to us, and it will also have the voting QR code for the Industry Choice Award right there in that spot. If you feel like I've had a couple of people reach out regarding the size of their product and the display. I'm happy to answer any questions, and we're happy to work with you as far as displaying your product on the counter space.
You want to talk about the tape, Andrew?
The tape? I'm sorry?
Yeah, the line that's gonna delineate between the
Yes,
areas.
absolutely. So the counters will be split by some tape that you'll be able to easily understand what your space is and what the space next to you, whatever that company is.
Whoa.
All right, we have a few questions, guys. So let's just knock some of these out.
All right.
Caitlin's asking we haven't gotten to this, for the in-booth interview, are there specific questions going to be asked? Just give some details on it. So I can take it or you can take it, Iris. Doesn't matter.
I mean, I'll take it. So the in-booth interview it's really what you want to make out of it. So we don't have necessarily like preset questions for you. You can decide if you want it to be interview style and you guys create your own questions. If you, some of you have a very specific vision of this and have people lined up to kind of do a presentation in your booth. But, this is sort of, we provided this opportunity so you guys can be creative and be able to use this footage for future promotion of your product or anything you're really trying to promote in your booth. So I know that is very vague, but I think the easiest thing to do is like an interview style and create preset questions. Or like I said, you can kind of do your own clean pitch in your booth and have it recorded so you really want to think about how you want to use this footage in the future to determine, kind of the setup of the recording. So, John, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I just wanted to say, like, to everybody, like, I think everybody's a little stressed about it, but like Rick Strachan and the guy, his camera guy, they're fantastic. He does this on every show in our Inform office, so he's gonna make you feel really comfortable. He'll talk to you real quick, and it'll go really smoothly. It's just kind of how there really doesn't need to be prep. He's like a true professional. He's a board of directors guy for multiple businesses in the construction and platform industry. So he'll help you guys out. So it'll go smoothly. The next question we had, like, can we have a tabletop stand that displays one single sheet of paper? Andrew, I guess I'll throw that to you.
We would say no. We will, as I mentioned before, have that sheet that will have all of the description of your product. And that's also why we recommend to try to have a representative near your product as much as you can, so that you can always answer questions or describe things in that spot.
And then we have, is voting all 3 days or just Tuesday and Wednesday for the Industry Choice Award hires?
That's Tuesday and Wednesday.
Perfect. And then again, with the booth interview, I saw one other question. Basically, kind of the thought process, you can talk about your innovative product. You can give like a booth tour if you want to show them around your booth, or you can have an executive, higher level person talk about kind of whatever you want to. Normally, I would tend to do with the booth tour or talk about your innovation. That's what I would do if I were looking at the options. We answered everything so far, so you can continue, Iris.
All right, cool. Automation runway, and this is specifically to those companies that have their product in the automation runway. This is our first year doing it. We're very excited. A lot of attendees, a lot of attendees really like to see live demos. So your product will be on the floor in the runway area. You'll be able to demonstrate your product throughout the 3 days. Andrew already sent you an email of what your time slot is each hour to demonstrate. Now, you may say, I don't have someone to be in there every hour, or that's okay. We're just giving you that opportunity. There has to be someone there to demonstrate your product. You can't just kind of let it run without a representative there. So, and like I said, everyone gets a time slot every hour. You can run your product for 5 minutes for that time period, and you can answer any questions that attendees have. Can choose to not run product. Yeah, I addressed the final item for that. All right, so we kind of addressed this, but Industry Choice Award. So on-site voting. So like Andrew said, the QR code will be listed in the acrylic stand and, by your product. There will also be signage in the lobby that we talked about. There'll be signage within the innovation showcase area for people to vote. So when you scan the QR code, what comes up is we're asking individuals to share their information, simple information, first name, last name, company name, I think email, phone number, as then they will have a list of all of the innovation entries. and they are to choose one product out of all of the products entered as what they feel is the most innovative. So once that person votes, obviously you cannot vote again. We will make sure that there are no duplicates. Of course, other exhibitors, manufacturers, those votes do not count. As it says here, you can display the QR code in your booth. The voting ends at 5 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon. And then we will share with you the leads after the show of the companies who have voted for your product. All right. I think I answered all of these. I think I went through all of this. All right. I know that this has been a big question, so I wanted to share with you the innovation judges this year. So here is a list of all of the innovation judges as well as our website. So when you go to ISSAshow.com and you go to resources, drop down menu, you will see innovation experience. You can see their picture and a little bit more information about them. These judges are volunteers. Typically what we get is a representation of all of the business types that are attendees that come to the show. These are all ISSA members, and they will be voting on specific criteria, which is on this slide, whether your product is impactful, practical, sustainable, have a competitive edge, and originality. So what they're doing is there's a sliding scale. So they can vote anywhere between the numbers 1 and 10. 1 being the least innovative, and 10 being, a star product, a product that they really can see, that this product can be the innovation of the year. We have, I skipped over this. However, we have a total, I believe, of 19 judges. So the judges that you see here are actually ISSA Sustainability Council members, and they are only going to be judging the environment and sustainability product category. The Sustainability Council at ISSA actually created the criteria for this category. And so it's just fitting for the council members to be the ones who are voting on that specific product category. We have told the judges that they can reach out to you directly. Many of them have relationships with manufacturers. They can come to your booth and ask questions. They are required to see a minimum of 5 clean pitch programs or clean pitch during Tuesday, and then that 1 hour on Wednesday. And so they are really actively trying to take those information that you're sharing during clean pitch and really making a final decision. All right, here's the criteria for the environment and sustainability product category. I'm not going to go through it, but if you guys have any questions about it, let me know. This is the 3rd year that we are using this criteria. All right. So we're getting to the end here. John.
We'll just answer a few. I think some of it needs a little clarification. So thank for everybody on this. I've seen a few questions pop in. There are the category winners. Remember, like the category you enter, you have winners and honorees. The industry choice is purely voted on by the attendees. So all of you are eligible for the industry choice award, everybody in here. And then obviously you're eligible for whatever category you got in. So just remember that. There's a question in here about showcasing your product. So basically during your presentation, you can do whatever you feel best to showcase your product in that 5 minutes. What Iris was talking about in the automation category is they will have those times where they can present. If you were in another category, the best thing I recommend is you can have someone by there during the show, or like Iris was saying, different hours. But if you physically want to showcase how that product works, best to have them direct the person to your booth to fully showcase how it's going. Because really, it's just a stand with your product. And hopefully, what I've seen companies do the best success, they kind of rotate some people through there and have people by there. So, like, they can answer questions. You're like, oh man, you really want to see this product in action? Go to our booth. It's going to give you a better explanation. And then you have your full team. And then also, like, it's good to have someone over there because you can scan that person as well. So, like Iris was telling you, you can scan, we're going to give you the people that vote for you, but that's just capitalizing off of other more leads you can get. So I think that answered what we had, but I was just trying to ease anything. If that all made sense, Iris, I think we just wanted to go over that.
Yeah, I think one more thing about the award. So I guess we didn't actually put it in the slide here, but this is let's just walk through the other awards that you're eligible for. So product category, there will be one winner of the innovation of the year per category. There will also be 2 honorees per category. So think of it as like first place, second, and third. And then during that ceremony on Wednesday at 3 o'clock, that is when we will be announcing those winners.
And then we have one other question.
Yep.
Like, they can take it off the counter, Iris, to present during their presentation, right? If they want to. Or would you have them have a second product?
Yeah, if it's something easy to do, yes. Meaning that you don't have to, you don't need like a forklift to move it, or, it's not like the automation, the products that are in the automation runway, you will not be able to have those products. You won't be able to use those products when you're presenting, as far as you won't be able to display them as you're presenting on the stage, if that makes sense. We can't move them from the runway area. All right.
Well, last question, Iris, real quick. What happens if you win? So just explain that process. Quick.
Absolutely. So what's going to happen when you win? So we will have each category we will go through each of the categories. The environment and sustainability product category will go first. And so we will announce the winners. We will announce the innovation, the 2 honorees first, and then we will announce the innovation of the year per category. We will invite the winner of each of the categories to say a few words. You can say it, you can kind of like work with your team to figure out who that's going to be, or you can opt not to say anything. But it is really nice to have, a representative come up. So once that happens and we go through the 5 categories, then we are going to do photographs. So we will have the photographer there, and then each winner, we will have a photo session of the overall winner as well as the honorees. So everyone who is an honoree and an overall winner will stay there for the photos. And that, again, it's from 3 to 3:30 on Wednesday. So around 3:30, that's where we're going to take the pictures. So I hope that kind of covers what's going to happen.
Yep. All right, Iris, let's just finish and then we'll just if you guys have more questions, we'll just answer them all at the end. But let Iris get through the rest of this, and then we'll answer everything at the very end.
Yep. I think we're almost done, actually. Okay. We just wanted to remind everyone that we have these happy hours taking place on Tuesday and Wednesday afternoon. We're really trying to drive traffic to the Innovation Showcase. We want people to vote for the Industry Choice Award, and we want people to see your product. So we already know, based on registration, that we have over 500 people RSVP to both of these events. Emerging Leaders Happy Hour, sponsored by Brady Plus, as well as the Facility Manager and In-House Service Provider Happy Hour. So this is a really great way to engage these audience members. Oh, see, I knew we were almost there. The Q&A. All right, I feel like I see a couple more
Right.
questions.
So the first one we got, so yes, the category winners, guys, are going to be announced in the innovation booth. It's just the industry choice award that's going to be announced in the business solution theater. But question about criteria for automation and equipment. Enrico, if you need help with some of that criteria, we can provide it for you. But basically, Henny, that was kind of what we went over when you guys entered the program. So there's really just you're doing the same pitch regardless of that. It's just you're in that category. So hopefully that helps. If you need any clarification, just email Iris or myself. Do we have an email blast? Everyone, I'm trying to read. Do you have an email blast with everyone to the winner's website? Do we e-blast? We do not, to my knowledge, e-blast anything out to the winner's website. We just post it on, we do post the winners on the ISSA show website. Hopefully, I think that's what you mean. It is not too late to register your team for any happy hours. Just go through and do that through registration at like your portal, and you can register for those other happy hours. The happy hour that Iris was talking about, your team or somebody on your team, it's good to have someone in there during that. You are eligible to have someone from your team in there so you can talk about your product. Next question is there one industry choice award or one with each category? So one industry choice award, all of you guys are in that. And then like Iris said, within each category, we're going to have a winner in each category and 2 honorees. And then last question to clarify, we cannot have any additional signage on our counter space aside from what you provided. That is correct, Andrew. That's very tight space. We got to make sure that we follow that way, but your product will get displayed and we'll have that exactly what Andrew described. And again, we're going to send out these slides so you guys get that information. Yes, Sam, one rep can attend the happy hour without being registered. That is part of the access you get as being in the program. If you want more people, again, you can just go in your portal, go to register your booth staff, and add those happy hours if you need to. And that covered it. And again, guys, just so you know, we're going to send these slides out. We're going to send the recording out so you can rewatch this. A really good plan in place. I feel really good. Andrew's done a great job. Rachel, who actually sets up these webinars, is going to be there as well. She's fantastic. So you guys are in good hands. And I will pass it off to Iris to close us.
Yes. So again, we are 10 days to go before we're all on site and questions are going to pop up. So please email us or call us. But next week, we start the 25 booth selection process. So John and I will not be available Monday through Wednesday. So Andrew will be a great resource for you if you do have any questions. And, you know, things are going to come up, you know, on site. And so we just ask for you guys to be flexible and work with us. And we will make sure that you guys have a really good experience this year. We're so thrilled that you guys have invested in this program, and we're happy to be able to promote your product to our audience. We are looking at about 14,000 attendees this year. So we're really excited to see everyone. And again, questions, just reach out to us next week, and we will all be on site starting on Saturday of next week. So email is probably the best way, or our phone numbers. My phone number is my cell phone. You can text me. And if you need additional numbers, just reach out to John or Andrew for that. But thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing you.
Yeah, thanks, guys. And again, next Monday through Wednesday, just hit Andrew harder because me and Iris will be in calls. But Andrew, this is his baby. He created everything, so he will get you the answers you need.
I got you.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Guys. Have a great weekend.